Hello everyone, I am Dr. Lauren Buch and I am here today to answer your burning questions about me. Number one, what is one of your hidden talents? Gosh, I have so many. Home improvement related things. So I had no idea that I'm fantastic at grouting a backsplash. No joke. Apparently that's a secret hidden talent. So says my husband. And I don't think he's just being nice. What is your go-to snack? Oh my gosh. I love dark chocolate. So no joke, I have like a stack this big in my pantry of dark chocolate. And actually I have some here, see, there's dark chocolate. So I keep it, like where my workstation is, and I snack on that. Delicious. I actually have a background in epidemiology, so I'm very well versed in things like nutrition. So dark chocolate is one of my favorites. What is one thing I'm really bad at? Oh gosh, nothing. I'm just kidding. Anything car related? Like I know a little bit about cars, but not, not besides like I should probably get an oil change. What is one thing students don't know about me? I used to be a barista. This was in college. I was a barista at Dumb Brothers and at Starbucks. If I could travel right now, where would I go? This is a super easy question. I would go to a beach. I think anyone, so we live in Minnesota. I knew many of you live in Minnesota or Wisconsin, Midwest, it's cold. So I would love to go anywhere warm, like nice beach, just some sunlight. Some sunlight would be great. If I wasn't a professor, what would I be instead? I actually knew that I wanted to be a professor quite early on. My dad was a professor of biochemistry at the University of Minnesota for like 40 years. So it runs in my blood. I was meant to be a professor. But if I wasn't a professor, I would probably be a doctor, perhaps a medical doctor, an MD. I loved getting part of my PhD in epidemiology, so the study of epidemics. It's a branch of public health. How much have you been able to learn from your students? Great question. A lot. As you get your PhD, you're very good at a really narrow, specific area of study. As a professor, as a person, I have not had the experiences that my students have had, and students don't have the same experiences as every other student. So it's amazing for me to hear your stories and learn from you about what you already know from industry. Learn about your life, learn about your goals, your dreams. As an advisor, I get to connect with many of you on that level. So I love getting to know you on deeper levels. It really does enhance my knowledge. You would think that like I know everything there is to know, but I don't. So I'm sorry those of you who think professors like know everything about everything. We don't. So it is wonderful for us to get to learn from all of you. What pieces of advice might you give a student looking to be successful in college? Number one, as Dave Bonko says, I'm stealing this quote from him, this is not mine, drive your own bus. So this is really, really, really important to get you in that industry mindset. So to move you from thinking like a student into thinking like an industry professional. What this means is, take ownership of your own learning. So find your own resources, ask questions, connect with your professors, your advisor, your coworkers, i.e. other students. These are the people that are going to help you. These are the people that are going to answer your questions. These are the people that you're going to develop relationships with as you move through your education here at River Falls. So that's one of my biggest pieces of advice, even to seniors moving into industry. This is something you're going to need in industry as well, driving your own bus. Second piece of advice that I think is really important is, going along with that, is developing those relationships. Third piece of advice would be take notes. So don't just assume that you're doing these assignments for class. And in marketing communications, you're not. So you do put together a portfolio of your work at the end of your River Falls career. And it's a digital portfolio, so it's web-based. And I help you do that in senior seminar. And so don't just assume you're doing these projects for a grade or for a class or for a professor who's going to be like, yep, this is good enough for the assignment requirements and you're done. Be proud of your work. Make sure that you're doing this like you're doing an assignment in industry, like you're creating a project for your boss or for a client. This will really, really help you do well in college. All right, well, I think that it looks like that's all the questions that we have. So hopefully you got to know me a little bit better. Feel free to shoot me an email if you would like to follow up on this video. Otherwise, I will see most of you in class.